Welcome back, everyone, to another episode. We are here for another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on a Wednesday morning. Where else would you rather be on the internet on a Wednesday morning, Brandon? But right here at Practice, the show.
The PrimeMover team just released 2 powerful new tools inside of Marketing Secrets AI, and they're changing the way marketers create content and ads. Instead of starting from a blank page, these tools use your business context, including your customer avatar, your messaging, and goals to create content that's built to convert. It's introducing the new one-to-many social feature for generating high converting social media images and creatives, and the one-to-many ads for creating ad creatives designed for paid campaigns. Tonight, we're going to demo both tools, give you live examples showing how to quickly you can generate multiple creative variations ready to publish or test. On tonight's episode of Pitch Practice, the show. My name is Mark, and I'm the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101, teaching the newest art and science of funnel building to help content creators sell other people's stuff.
I'm Brandon, your Chief Business Strategist with Brand on Growth Lab, helping you not miss a lead from those leaky marketing pipes by getting those funnels hooked up online properly and the systems in place to follow up until they buy or die.
Buy or die. You know, I saw a comment from someone this week, and it just reminded me that it reminded me that here's what you'll realize once you're in this funnel world. Everything is a funnel. Everything is a funnel. Everything. When I look at my email inbox, every email that I have is me part of a funnel. I'm talking about my light bill. My light bill is a funnel. Yeah, they've got advertisements in there trying to get me to buy this or buy that. My gym membership, it's a funnel. The emails I get from my gym, it'd probably be easier to say what is not a funnel.
I don't think there's really anything out there, because as long as it's following the conversion equation where you got that first interrupt and you educate them and all that kind of stuff, make them feel good about what you got to offer, and then you hit them with that close. I mean, everything is a funnel, man. It's all to get you to do something, take some type of action, and buy something, because selling is service, and if nobody's servicing anything, then what do you got?
Yeah. I think that kind of on tonight's episode, thanks for watching out there. Give us a hashtag where you're watching from in the comments. Thanks for joining us on tonight's live video. And also, we're going to talk about some brand new features that have been released inside of the Marketing Secrets AI software. So if you've got your app open, just go ahead and grab it and follow along with us. But we're also going to be talking a little bit about those funnels and how long they've been around. I think you mentioned something this week that you want to show today, that it kind of lets us know that it was I think all the concepts and the principles that we learned and that we are familiar with today, they've been around for years. They've been around for thousands of years, and the evolution has been interesting, to say the least. I think now we're just in an environment where everything is it's just, I don't know where this AI stuff is gonna go, man. It's like, where can it go? Because right now we're just like in the midst of an AI storm.
And it's crazy that it is, getting this way simply because from an environmental impact look, I'm not a tree hugger, okay, but I do care about the community. I do care about like things not making people sick. Um, and there's only one place where AI is going to be able to really put a foothold in, and that's in rural America because that's where the space is to actually build the infrastructure to data centers that apparently consume all the water and pollute it at the same time, while drawing massive amounts of electricity and not really contributing too much to the economy except for the first portion when everything's being built, and then a little bit after the fact by hiring 30 to 50 employees to maintain it. And the only reason I bring it up is because my hometown here in Urbana, they started a project or was looking to start a project, and the people pretty much came to City Hall with pitchforks in their hands and torches and was like, "No, we do not want this data center in our area. Get the F out." And now we're being sued for a lot of money. So curious to see where that goes. But again, there's massive impacts all around, whether the data centers are getting built or not getting built. And I'll just keep prompting away regardless.
Well, it's fun. It's funny how that's popping up everywhere because the same thing that you mentioned about the data center, there's a city. As a matter of fact, I was living there for about 6 months, about a year ago, when I was living in my friend's place by the lake. They're thinking about putting a data center there because it's sort of rural and they figure that they're trying to put it in these remote areas, and that city is uh, they are pushing back. They're pushing
Yeah.
back. What is the real concern about all the what's the concern about all the environmental issues? It's the amount of data centers that need to go up to handle all of the computing.
Yes, I mean, data isn't like
Break it down for
data.
everybody out there.
All right, so data is finite, right? I mean, there's only so much storage out there in the world, and I don't know what principle it is, but basically every year the capabilities of technology is growth is exponential, right? And so for this AI to work, obviously it started off with a certain amount of code, right? And then it learned pretty much to replicate itself at this point in time. Like just go out, learn a whole bunch of information, and then it has to store it somewhere, right? So you need these servers for the data, for the computers to essentially work on all the projects that is being tasked to do. And so you got to store them somewhere. Well, the only way to store them is in these massive server farms. And where can you build the massive server farms? Out on big buildings. And what do server farms need? Electricity, lots and lots of electricity. And these servers, I mean, they're energy efficient, but not super energy efficient. So they're going to be a massive draw on the power grid. And we already got, government officials saying, hey, you need to turn your AC up, to conserve power, but yet they want to dump these massive data centers in the backyards of these rural communities and 4, 5, 6x the consumption. So there's the first thing there. Second thing is data centers need cooled. Okay, you're not just putting a fan in the room and cooling these things down. They're liquid cooled, so they're using glycol, which is a organic sugar-based compound that's pretty good at absorbing heat, just as good as water. And if for whatever reason that breaks containment, you're going to have a massive chemical spill, and that's bad. If it uses water, water can only be used for so long before it has to go back to where it kind of comes from, right? But it's still a consumption. And who knows what happens after it goes through that process and back into system. So the thought is that these centers are going to draw a lot from the water table, as well as have the risk of chemical contamination of the area should there be a spill. And on top of the power draw, it's all doom and gloom, at least on that aspect.
So it's energy and resources that are being consumed at a large scale just to run these data centers for AI. And it reminds me a little bit about a few years ago when everyone was mining crypto. I mean, even you included. I think you were mining crypto too.
I've never mined crypto. I mean, I bought it, but I never mined it. I never figured out how to do it. But I mean, there's people that have mined crypto from cell phones and set up crypto miners using old Samsung phones. But even those, anywhere from 200 to 400 megawatts of draw coming off those, and that's just a small cell phone server, right? That was daisy chained together. So imagine you have these massive servers hooked up to 3 or 4 GPUs, computing all day, every day. It produces a lot of heat and draws a lot of power. And where's the infrastructure at to sustain it? They're going to get a cut rate from the electric company just for the massive draw for what it is, but the electric company still wants to get paid. So where's it going to do? It's going to pass on those additional costs to the everyday town folk, and fuel prices are already up, electricity is already up as it is, and they don't want to pay that much. I mean, for my town itself, I think the numbers were like 4 or 5x what the annual draw is just for the town itself. It's like 500,000 megawatts for the year. After that data center, if it were to go in, it would be like 2 billion megawatts draw with that data center was put in. So that's a lot of wattage. And also somebody can ask ChatGPT, how do I grow my business? You just ask me how to grow your business. You don't got to ask ChatGPT. Just ask me.
I think at this point that everyone in some way or another has used AI. I don't even know if it's possible anymore to not be exposed to some form of AI, because AI is now being integrated into our cell phones. It's integrated, and how many people are on their cell phones? And if you're right here, you're watching us on social media. So if you're watching us, you're either watching us on YouTube, which has AI, you're either watching us on Facebook. So everybody, it has touched everybody at some point in time. And here's what I say about it, right? It's an opportunity right now. I think the opportunity right now is for you, or you out there listening, you out there watching, to become familiar with the technology. You don't have to necessarily agree with it or be in line with it, but it is going to be an integral part, and I do not see it going anywhere anytime soon. So if you're in that camp that is, completely anti-AI, you may just want to, take the time to learn it. Take the time to learn it, and not, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because there's a lot of AI slop that's probably going to go away pretty soon. And there's a lot of restrictions that it's happening because people are putting these images out there and using this where it's almost indistinguishable from real people. You know what? Someone asked me about my video, the ad for video funnels. Where did you get those actors from?
They must have missed that watermark in the bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, I mean,
I had it blocked.
okay. I thought I saw it up there at one point, but no, I mean, yeah,
Put a logo over it.
they yeah, I mean, if you upload a source image, AI is pretty good at keeping that as the base and then building around it. I mean, the last post that I put up, other than the one where the M&Ms are melting in my hands, Donald Trump uh, complaining about the World Cup and the USA losing, that was AI. I went to True Social. I took a screenshot of one of his long rant posts about NATO or something like that. I don't even know what it was. And I put it in to GPT and I was like, make this post about USA losing to Belgium and that, we're going to investigate FIFA and all this other kind of stuff. And it took a couple prompts to make it like sound good, and like Trump did it.
So
But it
was you created that?
Yeah, Trump never said that.
I didn't know.
AI.
I thought you were. I thought you were sharing that from somebody else that had created it using AI. I didn't know you. That was your prompt.
That was my prompt. Yeah.
Oh,
so
good job.
and I got the idea from somebody else because they took a meme of Donald Trump's True Social thing and the font was wrong and all that kind of stuff. So I knew it was a meme of it, but talking about Belgium has WMDs or something like that. They're going to invade Belgium next or something. I don't know, something stupid, but I took it a step further and, made it sound like he was really ranting and raving about FIFA and Belgium and the refs and all that kind of stuff. In any case, it got a lot of activity, over 4,000 views. I made a quarter on the post itself, but I made 25 cents on it. Okay.
That is cheap. Come on,
Facebook. That's it. I made 25 cents on 5,000 total views. Anyway,
make sure that you are voluntarily tagging it as AI. Make sure you do
it. They tagged it anyway.
They tagged it? Yeah.
They tagged it AI info.
I think that might be a reason why I've seen a lot of people getting their accounts revoked. I just, even if it's partially made with AI, I'm going to hit that AI info button. I haven't researched whether it affects the reach, but I think I would rather stay in compliance more than, get the reach. They tagged it themselves. Okay.
Yeah, they tagged it because there's if you look at the metadata when you pull it down, it does say it was made with ChatGPT. So Facebook can see what the metadata of the photos that you put up, and they know if it's AI or altered in any way, and they'll tag it with AI info. So in any case, it was a fun post. There was some activity on it. People didn't know whether to believe it or not. And some were acting like it was actual real thing. Like, I hope this isn't real. And it was like, I didn't say anything. I was like, just let people be dumb, really. But
let them go. Let them go at it.
Let them go at it. It's like, just makes me money, right? So it came from Ryan Dice's talk at the 10X conference the other day. Drama makes money. You know what I mean? That's why you don't get any reach on social media, because you're not producing enough drama. In any case, yes, I mean, I use it every once in a while when I get the creative urge and something, kind of triggers it. But I primarily use it for writing and all that kind of stuff. Not so much images.
I will say that you have come a long way just over the past few weeks from Will Smith spaghetti. I think it was just a month ago that you were like, I just can't buy it. It never seems to come out better than Will Smith spaghetti.
Yeah, I can do a little bit better now. It's kind of like maybe the fourth iteration of Will Smith spaghetti, but yeah, I don't play around with it enough to make it good. I don't have enough practice. Again, not my bag. Like, I'm trying to get customers. I know maybe if I did that, I could get customers, but it's just not the way I want to do it. So in any case,
Yeah, I think there's different uses of AI, and that's one way to use it. But then there's the productivity side of it, the the actual increasing your productivity and making being able to release things a lot faster. Especially for me, I love using it for graphics and images. We were doing some of these. I got a new domain, and I'm gonna be doing these new AI coaching bots. That's what we've been doing. We've been doing the AI coaching bots, and we've been putting them on to putting them in our blogs and things like that. But AI is making these images for us, and they're going right directly onto these bots. So that who knows what, who knows how long that would have taken me before to get this done. But there's a lot of productivity gains that can be had with AI, and a couple of those we're going to explore tonight. So make sure you stick around because I want to demo inside of Marketing Secrets AI with the new one-to-many social. And yeah, we're already at 20 minutes. And if you're ready, we're ready to just dive into what you've got to show us today, Brandon.
Yeah. So Sunday I was supposed to do my 3 biggest mistake deal, and I'm going to apologize in advance. One, when I put the ad out there talking about the classified ads and how many people were making the mistakes advertising in here. Not saying that advertising in here is a mistake, it's just how they're doing it is wrong. Nobody stepped up and said mistake and for me to send them the link. So one, there wasn't much interest in doing it, though I should have did it anyway. Two, I was kind of tired from the 4th of July and driving. And three, my offer wasn't quite ready. I didn't have the landing page set up. So we're going to try again next Sunday. 3 biggest mistakes small businesses make and how to avoid them all. And it's going to be centered around advertising like this. Because, again, nothing wrong with advertising in the local advertisement mediums like these county classifieds. But a lot of these ads in here are 100% wrong. Okay. Like this one here. I hate to call these people out. I doubt they're watching anyway, but we can see the mistakes and we'll point them out live on screen here. And we can go. Okay. So these guys right here, Mr. Kojak Lumber and Supply, locally owned and operated, quality building materials, lumber, hardware, doors and windows, roofing, siding, insulation, paint and stain, address and phone number. These types of ads are all over the place and they're all wrong.
What do you think? What do you think they paid for something like that?
Let's see, 1/8 of a page. I don't know, a couple $100. So I mean, it's low rent and low effort, which means you're going to get low quality leads if you even get a lead at all. Okay, so I mean, if somebody needs lumber, they see it, they may call, but I mean, there's no interrupt, there's no offer, there's no education, right?
And what page would someone have to turn to even get to see that ad?
Well, this is on the actual last page of the deal. So on page 27, that's the first time I saw this and the first one that pops up. And I mean, here's another one, on the same page, but lower down, smaller business card type ad. But even on business card type ads, you still can still have, something. So the Schwartz renovation and restoration, and it just, telephone number, what they do, and that's it. Again, there's no offer, there's no real interrupt. The one that's on here for Audubon Senior Life is probably the best, one of the better ones that's on here, because there's a little bit of an interrupt here. Caring for an aging loved one, we can help. So there's a little bit interrupt that kind of speaks to, hey, yeah, I got an old person I'm caring for. I want some help, but there's still no offer, just a call to action to call or text the person there. And then
for that newspaper, where'd you get that newspaper? From the newsstand? Was it a free newspaper? Is it free circulation? Is it the daily paper?
It's free circulation. I think it comes out once a month, or maybe twice a month for the week. And it's a free circulation. You can pick it up at any gas station. They do have paper boxes in town and major towns and things like that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy that people spend all this money and don't do anything.
So
like even this huge centerfold, right? You got all this real estate, and there's no headline. There's no headline, so no interrupt. They just list packages. Turnkey. We got a little bit of a headline like in the middle of the page to say, have your building custom designed today, right? But
they would probably do better by just taking that money and putting a flame to it.
Yeah. So yeah, and here's another one that is still making the mistake here. And again, I hate calling these businesses out because I'm sure they're good businesses. They just don't know any better. So the Hackley Concrete, quality work at honest price, serving the area since 2000. And look, this webinar I'm going to do, it breaks all these ads down on why they're wrong and what you got to do to fix them, so that if you do advertise like this, even if it is a small business card advertisement, even if it's your own business card, that you don't make these mistakes and your money actually goes further than what it is. Now, the reason they're advertising like this, and I'll show you because I've came across these old commercials on YouTube. We'll play one or two of them, and we'll get to your thing. But this is why all these people are advertising like this. And I was like, holy cow, these commercials are absolutely wild.
That's it.
These are commercials from the 60s. Hold on here. Let me go ahead and share.
All right. Let's see it. Let's see it.
All right. Good.
You can full screen it.
We'll go theater mode.
The other one. It was that other button.
I know. We'll just go do theater mode. It's fine.
Our first house nearly never got built. My wife was so bent on helping the builder. Woman, I said, leave that poor man alone and make us some coffee. Not that kind you've been buying either. Instant Maxwell House coffee. Red jar, good to the last drop. Maxwell House, the instant that tastes like coffee. Be a good little Maxwell housewife, and we'll be happy here for a long time.
Maxwell House coffee, instant and ground.
Smart woman, she's putting a new floor down by herself. Wise woman, she's using Kentile vinyl asbestos tile. Easiest flooring to install, easiest flooring to care for. Save every way with Kentile vinyl asbestos tile.
Harvey, want anything special for your birthday?
Just a decent cup of coffee.
You're kidding.
I'm serious. Honey, your coffee's undrinkable.
It's pretty harsh.
Well, so's your coffee. You know, the girls down at the office make better coffee on their hot plates.
And you didn't even kiss me goodbye. You know, if I could just make a decent cup of coffee, I could relax. So, relax. Why don't you try Instant Folgers? Tastes good as fresh perked.
Hey, great coffee.
It's Instant Folgers. Doesn't it taste good as fresh perked?
Better.
Better than those girls make at the office?
Honey, their coffee can't hold a candle to yours.
Instant Folgers taste good as fresh perked. Try it.
This will be the last one.
When you can't be with him, be in his mind. Be a mind sticker with a shape he can't forget.
Don't you want to have a good shape? He wants you with a good shape. Shape with Tab.
Tab can help you stay in his mind. Keeping your shape in shape has its rewards.
Keeping your shape in shape. Oh my gosh. How did that go over today?
I mean, it really wouldn't. But again, like that, all of those ads were created by so-called professionals, right? And they definitely caught your attention. And if you saw them enough, then they would start to stick. But what I noticed was back in the day, the ads were pretty misogynistic, I guess is the best way to put it, to where they were attacking the woman a lot.
Oh
right?
my gosh.
The woman was doing everything wrong. Can't make a cup of coffee, right?
He's like, I was like, the girls at work make coffee better than you.
And now if you look at advertising, it's attacking the man always now. Like the man is the buffoon. He can't get anything right. And all this kind of stuff. And I just found that quite interesting. But in any case, so we can see who the demographic was back in the day, because in the 60s, who was home more?
The wife.
The women were. The
Mm-hmm.
men was at work. So they're not watching TV, right? So the women were at home. They had the TV on in the background when they're whatever they're doing, or they're watching their soaps and bonbons and all that kind of stuff. And so it's hitting their pain point.
Yeah.
That, you know what, their husband just wants a good cup of coffee, right? That's it. Get instant max files, save some time, whatever. In any case, and so, and if you look at like the Gillette commercials, I don't have any of the old Gillette commercials, but it's the best that a man can get. And a lot of their commercials were like geared around towards relationship, because there's three niches: health, wealth, and relationship, right? So all these commercials hit that relationship deal. And it has some of the components. It has the interrupt and the engage and the offer, I guess, or a call to action, or at least a slogan, just as good as fresh perked or better than fresh perked. But it doesn't have all of the components needed. And so the advertising nowadays is kind of still mimicking that. And that's why most small businesses are failing with their advertising, because they're trying to advertise like they saw. That doesn't work. But yeah, we'll try to do it again on Sunday, go deeper into it, and get everybody fixed up.
Yeah. What I really noticed from those commercials was that there was no talk about coffee beans, coffee ground. There was no talk about 100% Arabica beans. It was all about feelings and emotions and how having coffee makes you feel. That's a good point, because that advertisement works. I think that worked then, and it works now. It was not. It was. I think the lady was sitting on the floor and talking about, you've been putting tiles down for a week. Use these tiles and it'll go down smoother. No talk about the product itself. They were not really selling the product. That was a key thing that you could see throughout the thread. It's not selling the product, it's selling the feeling and the emotion behind what having that product will do for you. I thought that was pretty clever through all of them, really, because he was like, I just want a good cup of coffee. And he's like, well, you should have Folgers. Would that work today, really? I just want the best looking funnel for people. Well, if you have my funnel and my 3 steps, we're going to take you from inward, outward, upward, down. Sometimes you don't need all that. You just need to deal with the emotion and what it's going to do for them, how much better it's going to make their life, how much faster they can get things done, and how much they will enjoy it after they have your product. If you take anything away from those bad commercials, that's a good thing.
That's it, 100%. And like I said, they worked then. Like I said, they're hitting some of the emotional things like that, but again, they're just missing some of the key points to that conversion equation. And there's only so much you could do in a 30-second spot as it is, and so they really have to hit those pain points just to make it stick because they're so outlandish. Even then, for the 60s, they're probably pretty outlandish. But the one that got me, there were two soda ones, and this is all the first one with the tab. And talking about keep your shape by drinking tab. It's
Yeah.
water. It's candy. Like, how are you going to keep your shape? Like 30 years down the road, 1990 comes around, all you do is drinking tab. You're not going to keep that shape. One with Coca-Cola, talking about there's less calories in this as there is in, I don't know, something else, and it'll keep you fuller or something. It was ridiculous. We'll find that for next time. But yeah, it was crazy.
I could imagine if you showed some cigarettes commercials, what the claims that would be made in those cigarette commercials. It's like advertisement commercials were just off the hinges back then.
There was one Burger King one. I think it was like the initial Whopper commercial, and they used an American Indian to promote it. And in the like middle of the commercial, they're talking about the burger, and it set up the Indian to say "how" in the middle of the commercial. You know, the whole Indian "how," right? And I was like, oh my God, this would not go over today at all with how soft, I would say, people are sensitive. People are today. But I was like, okay, it worked then. It might have been from the 70s, commercial from the 70s. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then I think, back then where there were what, 3 television stations. So you didn't have much choice but to watch commercials back then. I mean, that's when people watched commercials. It wasn't until the VCR came that people could skip through the commercials, and they had to think of more creative ways to get people's, get people to actually watch. So now today, I always call it, there is product placement. And I think that's how they started in the movies, where you would just see product placements and like you'd see a sign in the background, or they'd be driving. But today's product placement is a little more covert. Did you know that one of the ways that Airbnb became so famous was because they used to get spots in shows, and they would write it into the script, and they would say, hey, we're going to be staying at an Airbnb in the show. And it was like they were getting that exposure. They would pay for that exposure, and that's the new kind of product placement, and it's more of name placement. Yeah, so it definitely had to evolve. It's interesting.
So the biggest product placement that I can think of is the movies, and we got to get to your thing here real quick. But a lot of automakers are huge with the product placement. So Transformers, giant GM product placement, right? And who are the good guys? All the Chevy cars, right? For the most part, until the later ones, then you start having some more exotics, things like that. But who are the bad guys? All the other cars, your Fords, your I don't know who else, but in any case. And then one that still sticks out to me today, and it is just because it was so like outlandish, the fact that Bruce Wayne was driving and drifting a Jeep Renegade through Gotham City was absolutely ridiculous. First of all,
A Jeep
billionaire
Renegade.
philanthropist. Yeah, billionaire philanthropist. He really wasn't a playboy like Iron Man. Would not be caught dead driving a Jeep Renegade. Second of all, the Jeep Renegade does not perform the way that car did in the movie. Ridiculous.
Yeah. James Bond. The cars in James Bond are always
Aston Martins, yeah, always Aston Martins, and then the bad guys drove Jaguars. And then the best movie that really kind of stuck it to product placement, Wayne's World. I mean, there was at least a 3 to 5 minute scene to where all they did was product placement on purpose, from Reebok to aspirin to Doritos, Pepsi, and I think there's one other one that I can think of off the top of the head. But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's fun. It's good to see how that evolves over time. Absolutely. Cool. All right. Before we get out of here, do it last week. We cut last week short. What's up, Tony? I see you out there in the comments. I'll call you sometime this weekend, okay? I'll give you a call. All right. Cool, man. What's up, Tony? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by to watch us, though, all right? But hope you stayed to watch our demo here inside of the Marketing Secrets software. Hold on, because I think it looks like to me like it's kind of cut off a little bit. So let me see if I can get it to act. Okay, yeah, there we go. I like that. Oh, man, oh, man, we are gone now. Hold on. Let me get us back. Okay, hold on. How can I get that screen a little bit smaller? Oh, man, hold on 1 second. I just want to get it a little bit smaller. All right, now can we see the whole screen there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay. I just like to see it all the way up to the top. Sometimes it gives us a crazy little angle there, but all right. In case you are not familiar with it, this is inside of the Marketing Secrets software. Hold on, I think I did something. Wow, I think I did something with this. I think I did something with it. So now it's really. Let me customize this. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, there we go. All right, now we can see the entire screen. All right, awesome. All right, now here we go. We are inside of the Marketing Secrets software. Don't look to the side there because you'll see a bunch of the conversations that I have with my AI chief of staff on a daily basis, helping me to grow my business, keeping me in track, and also out there running tasks for me, doing a lot of research for me on these routines and tasks. Now, this is the area where they've made separate apps, and these are all the different types of apps that allow you to really do some incredible things. Now, if you've seen my BSL that I created for the video funnels, I made that directly inside of here with the one-to-many presentations. You can also create webinars and lots of different presentations based on some of the best frameworks. You can also come in here and create emails and from your Seinfeld welcome sequences, follow-ups, emails, your soap opera sequence, all kind of emails. And then this is the brain, and these are the attractive characters, which allow you to create bots and everything. But these two here, and we actually demoed the framework extractor once as well. No, we never demoed the framework extractor. We demoed the Dream 100, and we've demoed the Rev Scan, which allows you to scan websites and bring back a detailed report. Now, these are the two newest ones, the one-to-many social and the one-to-many ads. Now, we're going to go inside the one-to-many social, Stop staring at a blank screen, feed it your offer and your voice, and get a full content calendar complete with scripts, captions, hooks, and posts built for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and more. One input, every platform, and done. Now, let's go in there. I just want to let you know that you're getting a look inside of here at the same time as I am. So I have come in here and looked a little bit, but I haven't set it up or explored it as of yet. And as of right now, it looks like Instagram is the platform that is ready and available. And as always, as we're going through this, if you want to follow along, you can check the comments for a link to sign up for a 14-day free trial to Marketing Secrets AI. When you go through this AI Secrets Challenge, you will get a 14-day free trial to come in here and just play around with the software, get your brain loaded up, get your voice loaded up, get your customer avatar loaded up. And once it's loaded up, then that's when you're going to get the best output out of the AI inside of Marketing Secrets AI. And if you didn't know, you also get to choose from all the top large language models. It's not just one, not just ChatGPT. It's not just Claude. It's not just Grok. It's not just Meta. You can choose to have from multiple different large language models for your output. Now let's go inside the Instagram. You're gonna like this, Brandon. Check this out. All right, this is to get started with Instagram. You can research a topic, review your idea board, pick a storytelling format, and create your content. So let's go. Let's see here. Research just shows a little bit. You can pick a customer avatar, and we all know my custom avatar's name. I can click this, and my avatar. There's my avatar right there. In case you didn't know, my avatar is Funnel Builder Sharon. That's my avatar. And an optional is to add other things here and run deep research and have the AI run the deep research for you to pull out more information. What I did like is this idea board. No, not the idea board, but let me see. Okay, here, storytelling formats. This was really cool. You see that here?
Mm-hmm.
This is for posting on your Instagram. And in this area, you've got multiple different storytelling formats that you can model your content from. So it's not just plain text post or just image posting, but it gives some formats that are very popular on Instagram. There's a waiting list, walking listicle, visual metaphor. Is it worth it? You got a 3-act structure, before versus after, impossible challenge, myth busting, do this, reaction, breakdown, expert interview. We got a side-by-side. We've got all these different formats. Do you have some favorite formats that you like to create content in?
Kind of video. So I get more views on my pictures.
Oh, the static images, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's take a look here. Let's see here. Short form vertical video. There's carousel swipe post, single image photo, text posts, and broadcast channel. Okay. With the broadcast channel, I believe I have my Instagram hooked up. So not only can you actually create the content in here, but it will do the posting for you too. You want to do it? You want to do a sample? You want to do something?
Yeah. What do you got? Let's do expert interview.
All right, expert interview. Let's pick that. All right, okay. All right. So let's zoom in a little bit so we can actually read it a little bit. Hold on. All right, hold on. So let's see here. Okay. All right, okay. Expert interview, a scripted interview, uh, a scripted interview cut, scripted feeling interview cut. Answer plus insight can be a real person on camera, a self interview, or a voiceover with B-roll. The authority transfers from the expert to the brand. All right, brief structure, chief of staff questions. Okay, so then what we need to do is ask the chief of staff these questions. And chief of staff questions, what's the specific credential? 2 to 3 questions you are asking. What's the killer answer that pays off the hook? Let's see. Hold on. That's about 4 seconds. That's about 34 seconds. Let's see what happens. All right. Okay. So I don't see that we can click on any of these, but I'll say create content. Okay. Choose an idea. Let's see here. Pick an idea and a content type. Okay. We'll just say expert interview with a uh, with a content creator. Let's see what that pulls up. Choose content type. Let's say let's see, a reel. Nope, not option. No, it's not giving me an option for any of those. Can't hit enter. Okay. All right. So maybe we won't be able to do that tonight, but I think, yeah, I think it's going to take a little bit more of research to actually find out exactly how we can get this to work. But we get the idea. It's in here. It's live. So get in there and practice. Let's take a look at the next one, which is the one-to-many ads. And I love coming on here live because it gives me a chance to actually look at these things. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, us coming on live gives me a chance to actually come in here and actually practice and then have it recorded. So maybe we'll find something actually that actually works. And then let's see here. Okay, so this is the one-to-many ads. Start with your buyer persona. We'll guide you to ads that convert. And the buyer persona, decide who you want to reach, okay? All right, so, and then I do have some personas in here. It's gonna be my funnel builder, about your product, anything else we should know about your customer avatar, how many dream customers personas should we suggest, and then it will do your audience research for you. That's step 1 of H. Okay. Then there's the audience research. Then there's the hook creation, the hook testing, the primary ad test, the winning hook, image ads, and video ad scripts. Do we have time to go through one of these? I think it's probably best.
We got time.
Huh?
We got time.
Okay. All right. So let me do one for my video funnels here. Okay. HTTPS www.videofunnel. Oh no. That's not it. Okay. Video funnel. Anything else? Pricing, positioning, problem it solves. It solves the problem with content creators creating videos and the video disappearing into the void and not getting views, clicks, or engagement about your current customer, content creators, business owners, course creators, coaches, and entrepreneurs who are using video content to gain authority, generate leads, teach a subject. Okay, and okay, so I'm gonna say how many dream customer personas? Just one. Okay. All right, so we're gonna generate a customer persona, and it's cost me about 17,000 credits. No avatar needed. We'll create a brand new dream customer from your impulse. Okay. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. Marcus is a 38-year-old business coach, sales. Okay. All right. Got a lot of things there. He's making about 85K. His biggest pain point, major goal. All right. Cool. I built my VSL 3 times this quarter, and my opt-in rate is still 9%. Like, what am I even missing? I like this. The traffic isn't the problem. I know that. Something's dying inside the video and I can't see it. I just need people to actually do something after they watch. Click, opt in, anything. It feels like shouting into a void. Okay, cool. All right, cool. We'll save that persona. All right. It says, did you see what it named it? It named it the content creators hemorrhaging. It says the course creator hemorrhaging ad spend. All right, cool. Then we're gonna generate a hook. Hook testing. All right, wait a minute. What's here? Audience research.
It says complete. Okay, there you go. It said complete research first.
Okay, no research yet.
Yep, open, run research.
Oh, okay, I need to run the research. Okay, researching real conversations. This will take about 1 to 2 minutes. All right, this is cool. I think we're actually going to create an ad, Brandon. And knowing me, once I love the content that this app creates, and I love it. It's just going to make me want to put it into production.
You know where this is probably built in, right? Marketing Secrets. It's probably built in Overflow.
What do you mean? Overskill?
Overskill, yeah, that's what I meant. Overskill.
Yeah. All right, okay. Check this out. Man, and you know what I'm gonna like about this too? Because this is gonna save in here. So when you do this type of research, you're gonna have this actual research for all the content that you make. So this is the research that it ran. It said it took sources from Reddit, took a lot of Reddit sources, Facebook groups. Oh, look, it actually says the Facebook group that it used. You see the Facebook group? It used the ClickFunnels Avengers. That group is no longer even maybe it is still around. That was the old ClickFunnels group. Oh, look. It took YouTube comments under Russell Brunson's VSL breakdown videos, the YouTube comments under Sabri Subri VSL training videos, the YouTube comments under Amy Porterfield's, took it from Quora threads on why is my VSL not converting. It took it from Trustpilot reviews of Wistia, Vimeo, and books. That's what do you think? You think that's some pretty good
sources?
Yeah.
Let's just try her out. It also got from $100 million offers and expert secrets too.
Yeah.
And you know what's surprising too? Hormozi put out a video of like the number of books that he reads in a year is like 100 or something crazy like that. But he said there's always 3 or 4 that he always rereads, and the ones that he rereads every year, one of them is Expert Secrets. He rereads it every year.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So from that research, it brought back 10 problems ranked by frequency, and then it was 10 desires ranked by frequency. Huh, okay. So I would say that those sources, this is probably some really legitimate pain points here. Opt-in rate stuck despite constant VSL rewrites. 80% of visitors bounce before offer loads. And then these are desires. They want the buying intent signals captured inside the video. And just think about this. I can use this to create more and more video ads for the video funnels. That's cool. But let's go back to the next one. And so now that the research is done, the next step is going to be the hook testing. Okay, now it says, okay, so now it says approve hooks first. And then, okay, so let's take a look at the hooks. There's no hooks yet. Now let's generate 10 hooks. You ready for this?
Ready.
This is fun. This is fun. All right. So we're writing a hooks now. This is writing hook, and we're writing hooks. We're writing hooks Russell Brunson style here. So this brain is loaded with literally it's loaded from the game winning all right, so check out these hooks, 10 hooks. There's curiosity, story, question, bold claim, pattern interrupts. So what if your $100 a day ad spend isn't dying on your page? It's dying at one specific moment inside your video. All right, okay. Your VSL opt-in rate isn't a script problem. There's a timestamp hiding the real leak, and you've never seen it. Okay. Marcus rebuilt his VSL 3 times in 1 quarter, 9% opt-in every single time. Then he stopped editing and started looking at timestamps. Okay. You know the traffic isn't the problem. So why does every tool you own refuse to show you where inside the video people are actually dying? Okay, what if you could tell, okay, funnel coaches who stopped rewriting their VSL and started reading per viewer drop-off data fixed their opt-in rate without changing a single word of their script. Okay, I think these are workable. I don't know if they are super just bold to me. What do you think?
You're moving too fast. I would do the second curiosity deal.
What if your $100 a day ad spend isn't dying on your page? It's dying at one specific moment. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're just approving the hooks right now, and then let's go to the next step. Okay.
Well, you got to approve them first. You didn't approve anything.
Oh, we have to approve them. Okay. Okay. Let's open it back up again. Okay. All right. So, all right. Okay.
You got to click the check marks for the ones that you want.
All right.
I would do the second curiosity one. No, I don't like that one. Do you have a dashboard? Is that what you're selling?
No, it's a video funnels. It's I'm not sure. Hold on. Forget the opt-in form below the video. The people who were ready to buy already told you inside the video, and you had no way to see it. I think I like that one. Forget the opt-in form below the video, because
Yeah, I would do the one above that too.
The script isn't broken. You're just doing amputation when the data would tell you exactly which 90 seconds to fix. Okay, let's pick one more. Okay, I'm gonna do this one, the question one. All right, cool. All right, so we got a few that we have approved, 4 approved, okay? And let's go with some primary ad text. And we're gonna open there. Okay, okay, wow, we got an image here. Okay, oh, wow, it shows you sort of an image of what it looks like on your page, sponsored. Now we gotta write 3 variants of it. Okay, so I see what it's doing here. It's going to actually create the image text and the ad copy. So if you're watching this, look out for this on my social media. I love doing this live and then actually putting it out there in the world to see. That's awesome. Isn't this so much fun, Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could have it, but like I said, shiny object right now to me. I need 3 more customers, then I'll sign back up for it again.
Okay. And
That's
it just so happened the model returned no usable ad copy variants. Try again. Okay. All right. So then let's see if we can go to the next one. Image ads. Pick a visual style. Each style scales your winning hook into a polished image. Same brand, different look. Your brand style logo, lifestyle photo. Let's go with the lifestyle photo. Okay, go to winning hooks. We already got the winning hooks. So let's go. Okay, massive bold type on a sky. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So these are some image ad scales to a proven hook. Okay. How this style looks. Okay. You know what? I'm going to go to the winning hooks. 0 winners flagged. Okay, so now I need to come back and flag a winner. Okay, I'm going to flag this one as the winner. Okay, now we're going to go back to the image ad, and then we're going to go here, and then, all right, there we go. Now I've got a winning hook. I'm going to pick a winning hook. Okay, there it is. There's the winning hook. We're going to do ad sets. Okay, wow, that's going to be generating 5 ads. And you're, okay, hold on. Let's see here. All right, I'm just going to put generate 5 ads. Okay, there we go. I just hit generate 5 ads. It's got $3 signs next to it. So it's probably going to cost me about 10,000 tokens.
You know what's funny? Speaking of tokens, like I saw, I don't know, a YouTube video or something about how AI is going to end up imploding on itself and how it's actually more expensive to run AI now than it is to actually hire people in to do the stuff because people are token farming or token maxing for, I guess, semi-bragging rights to how many tokens they use because how efficient they were in using AI, which I think is actually hilarious.
I know, right? I know. Well, I think they have a point there because when you're, I think, okay, so maybe it's not more expensive to have an employee because with an employee, you have time and money. There is going to be some time spent with an employee. And you have to pay them, you have to communicate with them, you have to guide them. So there's some instruction when it comes to having an employee. And, even though, let's say you might spend, I don't know, 200, 300 a month on AI, how much have you seen people spending on AI tokens?
I think like some of the bigger firms, like $500,000 a year.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it depends on how much you would pay an employee to do the work that AI does. I think it would depend. So I think it would, because if you could pay 2 employees $50,000 a year, or just pay 2 employees $100,000 a year to get the same output, then it might be less expensive just to have a regular employee. But if you're getting the output of, let's say, $100,000 a year employees, then I see it being cost effective to spend that much. And I don't know how long it's going to take for us to get this response. It says a couple minutes is generating 5 image ads, and it could just come back and say nada. But what I will tell you is that if you want to see the 5 images that it creates in Marketing Secrets AI for video funnels, visit my page. You think I'll do it, Brandon?
Yeah, we'll have to cut this off, and that'll be the first thing we talk about next week are these ads that they made. So don't lose this, because next week we will go over the ads that this thing created.
All right. So we're going to leave it right there as a cliffhanger. If you've watched to this, we're over by a few minutes here, but if you've watched this late into the episode, give us a hashtag to the end. And if you watch to the end, I'll tell you what, and you could tell me that you watched to the end. What do I have to give away? I'll tell you what, if you message me, I will create an ad set for you, only one person, using the AI Marketing Secrets software. I'll do it for you for free. And I'll create the ad set for you for one product. We can walk through and answer all those questions for you. That's one lucky winner. One.
Okay. Well, I got something for you too. So if you comment on my video to the end, I will give 10 people a free AI business audit complete with all the fixes.
There you go. It pays to watch all the way to the end. And comment. You have to comment AI ad. AI ad in the comment. That way I will know that you've watched to the end. Do you have a specific comment they need to make, Brandon?
AI business audit.
Awesome. AI business audit. All right. You got it. You heard it here. Get the comments down in the comment, and join us next week as we will see you again next week. All right.
All right. Take care.
Thanks for showing up, and remember to keep making the world a better place, one funnel at a time.